Today we've got the new Makita 40 volt 10-inch slide miter. It works off their new 40 volt system. This is the GSL03 is their model number. Pretty cool tool, okay? Makita's been doing a lot of design work on their slide miters. So this takes one 40 volt battery. You can run off any of the 40 volt batteries they have. Okay, you'll get probably 2x4 cuts in the upper 300s per one charge. Okay, so really charging is not an issue with these bigger tools. So you're not going to really run out. If you ever run out of and need the end of the day, you need to make a couple more cuts. There's no memory on these batteries, so you can just charge it for 5 minutes, get 10 or 12 cuts, and go down the road. So, I tell you, battery capacity really isn't an issue with these saws because, you can give them a KISS charge at the end of the day. If you got to make 10 cuts, give it a 5-minute charge, and it'll probably give you those 10 cuts. So managing batteries, and if you have the 18 volt LXT and you're afraid that, about going to 40 volt because of battery issues, well, this is one tool that you can manage that battery, for that tool. So it's such a better tool that I think you'd be happy going to that. And like I said, you could put a KISS charge on it, and then go from there and get into the 40 volt pretty easily. So new 40 volt, pretty fantastic. No cords to pick up after a long day. All right. So everything is in front on this saw, which is pretty cool. This is your bevel. Okay, so you tighten that in. Okay, so that's one of the cool things they've done about these saws is everything is in the front of the saws. So you can just turn that and straighten it back up. Okay, so it bevels to 48 degrees to the left and to the right. Okay, it miters 60 degrees to the left and to the right. So that's some of the largest capacity that's out there. You've got everything right here if you want to turn. Okay, it'll have a positive stop there. If you want to release off the positive stop, you just push that button and you can go further. Or if you're going all the way, you just push it down and go all the way. Cutting capacity on this is 12 inches by 2 13/16 thick. So very nice cutting capacity. You get a full 12-inch cut on a cross cut on this. Okay. So some of the other features is it's got a light. You can turn the light on. So it's got a light and it throws a shadow. So there's no lasers on these. So the shadow is where you're going to cut. So kind of cool. There's no calibrating lasers, none of that. It just shines a nice shadow. Okay. So the shape of this table is kind of cool. So it's shaped so that it gives you, comes out here and gives you that cutting capacity and really holds your work very well. So it's got a couple other features on it. So you can set where your cut wants to be. So this is set way down right now. So let's say you're rabbiting a board or making a groove in a board and you want to cut to the same depth every time without cutting through. Just got a little thing right there. You flip that piece out and you cut. You're cutting there every single time. Move your board over. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. You want to cut all the way through? Slap that down, and now you're cutting all the way through. Makita's done a great job on dust extraction for a lot of their tools. This is some of the best dust collection in its class for a slide miter. It's very difficult. Slide miters throw a lot of sawdust everywhere. This has got a nice, really big boot under here. Okay. It's also equipped with their AWS system, so you can buy a chip and put into this tool, and now when you pull the trigger, your vacuum will come on. When you let go, your vacuum will go off. Stay on for about 30 seconds. So it's not running the entire time in the background. So you do have to have an extra chip for that. Okay, so the light, like I said, you can turn it on and off, or it comes on with the trigger. So on the back side of this saw, you'll see the dust collection hose, which it comes standard with. Okay, If you're running off a vacuum, you would put it right here. Okay. If you don't want that, you just click this little button right here, and this hose will come off. You can take a little button right there. Take that off. All right, so now you can set that aside. You can put the bag on here, and it's ready for regular dust collection. So you can bevel to the left or the right with this button right here. So this button here allows you to go all the way. So once you get it to a certain point, you have to pull this and it'll go to the 48 degrees. So I think it stops at 45. You pull that button, it'll go to the 48 and lock in. You're gonna need something like this size if you're gonna nest crown, cut big pieces of crown, or do bigger, thicker stock items in your work. Everything slides from forward right here. You can stick this up against the back of a wall. So, you can fit it into a tight spot. Saves a lot of space. You don't have to worry about banging into drywall or whatever you're doing. So that's it. 10-inch slide miner, 40 volt from Makita. Hopefully this helps you do your work better, safer, and faster. Until next time, we'll see you later.